Hey everybody! Alright, so welcome to the show. I'm Benjamin Dixon. Today we're going to be talking about Zoolander 2. This movie is hysterical. A complete two thumbs up for it. There was not a single minute in the film where I was not laughing. I mean, in between maybe 30 seconds, a little 30-second breaks of no laughter, but aside from that, I was laughing the entire time. If you're a fan of the original, don't worry. This movie does not bring any quote-unquote shame to the original. It's equally good, in my opinion. In some ways, it actually excels or exceeds the expectations or the original... Basically, the original status of the original. Yeah, that sounded great, didn't it? The original status of the original. Okay, so everybody's back in this film. They got everybody to come back and do their roles. You can see the three villains from the original movie: Will Ferrell, Mila Jovovich, and whoever plays that crazy DJ guy who's doing the relax, get to it, blah blah blah, all that stuff. He's back too, and honestly, his part in this is even better than the part in the original. A lot of the same comedy exists. It basically revolves around Zoolander being completely stupid. And interestingly, I always kind of thought this was kind of funny about the original is I don't like a lot of movies where you have somebody be just completely stupid or a fish out of water or something like that, which is probably one of the reasons I don't like films like Elf or Enchanted. Even though, I guess why would I really enjoy Enchanted to begin with? But I don't like the whole when fish out of water is done to the extreme. And honestly, the Zoolander is kind of a fish out of water film in the sense that, okay, this is reality and he is so far moved from reality. But yeah, Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson are hilarious in this. The movie, yes, it comes out, it does take place today. It takes place today, and they acknowledge the 16-year gap. In fact, the movie kind of comes straight out of the gate with the whole, there's been 16 years since the last one. They address that. In fact, they poke fun at it a lot. The fact that it's been so long since the original was in theaters. Personally, I was actually worried about this. I wouldn't say that Zoolander is one of my favorite movies, but I enjoyed it enough that I would hate for any sequel to ruin it. And I'm very hesitant to go and watch movies that are made a long time, or sequels that are made a long time after the original film is done. Case in point, The Legend of Zorro. I'm a huge fan of the movie The Mask of Zorro with Antonio Banderas, and it's a really great movie, really edgy. It brought back summer movies in the 90s, made them awesome again. The Legend of Zorro, the sequel that came out about 7 years later, sucks. It is, comparatively to the original Mask of Zorro, which I know that's not the original, so please nobody get on my case there, but the original for that reboot, it's a children's film. It's full of stupid slapstick and ridiculous humor that's not even funny. Maybe funny to a 5-year-old. This doesn't do that. It's great. It's amazing. It's hysterical. First off, with the way they set it up for the whole 16-year gap, Zoolander has actually been in hiding. So is Hans, Owen Wilson's character. They've been out of the fashion world for the past 16 years. And it's kind of funny too, because they have to go back into it and get back into modeling, and the whole culture has changed. There's this one scene, okay, so Benedict Cumberbatch has a cameo in this, and he is a non-gendered individual named All. And, you know, they're making jokes like, okay, is he a dude? Is he a lady? You know, and all that stuff. And he keeps going, all is all. And it's really this, I don't want to ruin the whole scene because there is a lot more to this joke than just that. But they poke fun a lot at the culture and acceptance and everything like that, and how one small phrase can get you in trouble with somebody and people can misconstrue ideas about you. There is this one really good joke, and that I think honestly just encapsulates a lot of the humorous themes of the movie, and that is he pulls out his Ben Stiller pulls out the little trademark tiny phone, and this guy who's showing them to their room says, "Oh, neat! You got this little phone. It's so retro. Mine's huge." And he holds up what it's basically this big, and it's got the little camera. It's right there. It looks like somebody took a Samsung tablet and just moved the camera. So. Which is funny commentary because I've always thought how funny it was that we were trying to get phones to be smaller, and now people basically have a miniature tablet. And I'm not talking about just like the Samsung Galaxy S whatever or the iPhones. I'm talking about the mega iPhones and the mega Samsung Galaxies. And that just kind of encapsulates how everything's retro and they're retro and oh man, sweet cool. There's this. The new head of fashion is a hipster. Like, the guy who's taking Mugaru's place is a hipster, and he's, oh my god, it's just the final joke with him. It builds up to this really good payoff. Yes, this film is amazing. Penelope Cruz is amazing in this film, and just simply because she's hysterically funny, and she really is. It's hard to explain because as you know, if you've seen Zoolander, Zoolander is he's stupid beyond comprehension. Like, there is no other character that is as dumb as this guy, and the fact that people kind of approach that as normal, or they just kind of accept that, but it's like they do, but they don't, and they recognize that this character is super dumb, but at the same time they're like, that's okay, you know, that's just normal, is hysterical to me. And Penelope Cruz pulls that off very well. 2 thumbs up. 8 out of 10 stars, though, because, you know, 2 different measurement things. Go see it. Really, go see it. You having a bad day? Go to the theater. Go see it. Go catch a matinee so you don't give up too much money, you know, or, you know, use whatever discounts you can get a coupon. It is worth the full amount, but I'm full favor of saving money. Go see it. It's really funny. It's definitely worth seeing in the theaters. There are a couple of scenes where it's kind of cool to see some of them, you know, on a big screen. So, yeah, go see the movie. It's amazing. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this review, and catch you on the flip side. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning into my first review. Yeah, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I do eventually want to get more into like the actual clips being in the reviews and stuff like that. But the way I'm going to set the channel up is if a movie's out in theaters and it's recently come out within a month or so, sometimes I won't get a review out opening weekend, but if I don't, you know, that's anybody who's going to see this movie opening weekend is going to see this movie. Reviews I've always felt like are kind of more for the people that are still debating after a couple weeks or a month or whatever. after a movie leaves the theaters and it makes its way onto DVD, it's been there for a while, I'm going to go and do what I'm going to call an editorial, where I actually study the film, run you through it from start to finish, point out stuff. Why is this movie great? Why does it suck? Why you should watch it? Why you should never watch it? Obviously, I'm not going to tell you every little thing in the movie, because while these kind of videos do tell you the basic storyline, there is a lot to be gained from actually viewing the movie for yourself. Because, again, a review doesn't capture everything. A review is typically about 20 minutes long, and some of the movies that get reviewed online are about an hour and 20 minutes. And honestly, if you're thinking about it, at least 5 to 7 minutes of every review is just jokes being made at the movie's expense. Or analyzing something. So, honestly, I'm going to encourage people to go watch the movie afterwards. It's not going to be too much ruining the film for you. In fact, I don't even think it would ruin the film for somebody, just running through a movie in about 20 minutes. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. With editorials, I am working on some at the moment. And what I'm going to do with editorials right now, considering the really delicate nature of YouTube's review culture and the whole fair use debacle, I'm going to start out by posting my reviews on a blog, which I'm going to set up. I will have the website for you in the coming weeks, or at least by the time I finish the first editorial. You're also going to be able to find on this blog, you're going to be able to find articles or written reviews about movies, where I might go into more detail, or I haven't had time to go and do a whole video or something like that. Also, just in general, you'll be able to find me writing stuff about movies that will hopefully be somewhat entertaining or at least educational. But that's what I'm going to do. When things start to settle down, or when I have more videos of an editorial nature, I'm going to test the waters and place them on YouTube and see how that goes. But I am going to always have the blog over there with links to those reviews or the blog in general, in the descriptions of my videos. Just so that there is always a place where you can go and see them. Eventually, I do plan to move to a website. An actual website, but I have to get things moving before I can start setting that up. I'm planning, honestly, on trying to get a couple of computer science friends of mine to design a web player that isn't YouTube based, that you guys can watch the stuff on, just a extra little bit of protection for the videos. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you check out more. Have a great day.